All right, everybody. Damn, I have a headache right now. I woke up way too late. Shit, I'm probably gonna have a coffee headache as well as a hangover. I don't even know what happened last night. Although I think there was a lot of fun that was happening. I do remember having a lot of fun, but then I don't remember much after that. Um, but damn, you know what? We're gonna have a deep esoteric discussion right now. So if you're not familiar with my esoteric stuff, then you're not going to be able to follow along. But I did the Divine Pymander on this channel, and if you're not familiar with that, go check that out. And I need to go check that out myself, because the last time I did the Divine Pymander, for the first time in my life, I was actually impressed by Hermes Trismegistus. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna try to be as unbiased as I possibly can when I read anything. Just because people praise something doesn't mean I'm going to. So everybody's praising Hermes Trismegistus, and I'm like, fuck this guy. He better impress me himself rather than all this empty praise. I mean, and he actually did impress me. And I can't wait to get back to studying that thing. I'm gonna that's on my list of things to do. Yeah, no, it's oof. I got to set aside time for it though. Time which I don't have right now. Shit. But but here we go. Like again, and like I totally still don't understand Hermes. I think I just began to uncrack him. So this could be a total misunderstanding. But like within this first book of the Divine Pymander, I mean, it's pretty clear. It's like he's kind of saying just stay away from toxic people. Like just stay away. And this is some great advice. It's the same type of advice that you'd hear from modern psychologists. Free yourself from the narcissist. That is some really great advice that the modern psychologists will tell you. But then, but then, but then, you come to the stories of the Sumerians, and that just flips everything around. It does. Oh my God. And it seems like this. It seems like the Sumerians and Hermes Trismegistus have a lot in common, just as far as the deepness of their esoteric wisdom is concerned. So maybe they do ultimately agree, but it seems like at this point in time in my studies that there is a disagreement between the first book of the Divine Pymander and the Sumerian stories, right? Because according to the Sumerians, hey, Ninurta, it is good to praise you, Now, ultimately, the Sumerians are going to be agreeing with Hermes, and that it's like if you look at the descent of Inanna, right? I mean, this is a story that would definitely agree with the first book of the Divine Pymander. Definitely, but at the same time, not really. Again, I'm still trying to unlock the first book of the Divine Pymander. And I didn't even know there was anything to unlock it until like the last time I read it, and I was like, boom, oh shit, this is some good shit. So again, I don't have a total understanding of the first book of the Divine Pymander, but it seems like there is some a definite agreement in the analysis of human nature. Um, but at the same time, so far I haven't seen this advice within the like this, like everything comes to an agreement except for this phrase "Ninurta." It is good to praise you, and you see the same thing in the Descent of Inanna. Um, um, you totally see the same Ninurta. It is good to praise you in the Descent of Inanna. Um, but like I would say just go try it for yourself. Just go try it for yourself. Um, like the modern psychologists would tell you to get away from the narcissist, and that's some great advice. But there's two ways to get away from the narcissist. There's the first way would be a physical way, but the next way would be a spiritual way, and you can spiritually get away from the narcissist without physically getting away from the narcissist, right? And I think this is the distinction that the Sumerians make. It's almost again. I don't want to shit on Hermes Trismegistus. Oh my god, especially since I don't completely understand his stuff yet. But it's just a more loving way. It's a more loving way towards people. Um, I think that's all I got.